Live. And we're live. What were you saying there, Thumper? Your what hurts? What?
My butt.
Your butt hurts. But
My butt. My butt hurts.
Welcome, people. It's Saturday night, and this is the Shenaniguns. I got some invites out. Start a little early tonight because I don't want to stay up all night like those other people. Plus,
Right.
I got Thumper. It's hard to get him to stay up past 9:30. So
no, 8.
Yeah. So this is a special occasion here to have him on this late. He's usually an hour and 10 minutes into sleep time by now.
Wow.
But we have Thumper joining us. You guys out there have any questions? This is the man to ask. And probably anything about Led Zeppelin, he probably knows about them too. And then the lovely, beautiful, always on my chats, never lets me down. Dish Outdoors.
Thank you.
Oh, and I'm Ohio Wolverine, by the way. That's my channel name. So, yeah, like I said, we're starting a little early tonight. Don't want to stay up all night. It's kind of cold here. What about you guys? I know, Thumper, it's cold where you're at too. Probably same. You're what, 6 miles from me, maybe 10 miles.
It's just wet.
Just wet. Is it raining? I can't really tell outside. But
yeah, it's cold here too.
Yeah,
I have a great rain indicator. It's called a window unit air conditioner.
Yeah, it bounces up there. So let me just shout out Sash Green 13 man was first one in the chat. He says, cheers, have a great night. Gerald B was out there. Hey, Gerald B. 6'8" guy. Man, he's been a subscriber of mine. I've been a subscriber. Well, I had to resubscribe to him because you know how YouTube does this. But God, since the beginning of YouTube that I started a channel, I think he's been a sub of mine. I've been sub to his. And really, he is 6'8" guy, man. He's a monster, and wow. I'm glad he's out there. So far, that's all that's really out there right now watching with us. So if you do the shout outs when no one's out there, they don't last as long. So it's not like we got to run through the list. It takes a half hour.
Right.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. What the damn hell is this? It's called a chat, and you have a link. I sent you a link.
So how you guys been doing? You might hear my dog. My dog apparently is trying to kill something downstairs.
It's okay. I'm downstairs, and you can hear anybody who walks. The kitchen's right above me, so anytime anyone goes to the refrigerator or the bathroom or whatever, its floor squeaks right above me. So, and my wife's got the washer and dryer going too. So, if that's too loud, you just have to deal with it because I'm not going to tell her to stop washing clothes.
Right.
I value my life too much. We're over here, Thumper. Thumper, we're over here. We're not. Yeah, there we are. We're here.
Well, like I said, I was I kind of really rushed to put this together. It was I think it was I come home Friday night and I actually installed this OBS, and the guys at work are going, well, just install it. It's fine. And these guys will tell you your house is half burnt down, and they'll stare at you and yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. I actually have I sent my wife a video while she took a trip down to Atlanta, and I bought a smoke machine for Halloween.
Wait, is she in Atlanta now?
Huh? No, she's home now. So,
okay.
But
I was gonna say we need to go to the range in the morning if she's in Atlanta.
Oh no. But anyway, I didn't really realize how much smoke this thing was going to put out. So I set it up in the kitchen and let it warm up, and I go, well, I'll just let it go like once and see what it does. How much could it do, right? Well, the entire house filled with smoke. You couldn't see anything. I mean, it was just completely blurry.
Did the fire department show up?
I was very I was ready for it. I mean, I just turned on the scanner. I was listening for them, but nobody called. But I had smoke rolling out the windows like the house was on fire. I went, ooh, wow.
Nice.
This must be an outdoor toy.
Definitely.
So
yeah, I want to get one for trick or treat. Put it on the steps, let it roll down the steps, and like cover. Because we always put we have some inflatables in the front yard that we put up, and then we put up a little graveyard. It'd be cool having the smoke, like the fog machine rolling across the graveyard.
Well, that was my same thoughts, and I had been looking at smoke machines for many years, and I come across one that was actually at Home Depot that was like $80, and I was like, $80, that's pretty cheap for a smoke machine, and it looked big. I mean, it was so many watts or whatever, and it was like, I mean, I have no idea what that means, but it's $80. It's as cheap as I've ever seen them.
I think I still have some dry ice in the freezer.
Oh, that's cool.
It had this additional hose that you could connect to it, so it like spreads it out. So you have the smoke machine plus the hose, so it helps disperse it. But one thing I was thinking was that it was going to lay down, and it does not. It just seems to come out the hose and then look like it's on fire for a couple minutes and then leaves.
Gunpowder's not an electrician, but she plays one in her tool shed.
Right.
I mean, I guess it would be cool for like a laser thing. It maybe I was looking at some of those laser displays. I actually have my wife got a projector from Vine, and I was thinking maybe be able to run a projector into that thick smoke. Instead of having it come out little holes, having it come out like a screen and project on it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
What? It'd be great. But I diverse back. The reason why I was looking behind me is the plan was that the screen behind me would have my my logo up there. Kind of that intro thumpers rabbit hole thing going, just trying to get way over the top really quick, but
yeah, it's okay. We're maybe next week you have that all set and go, and we'll ignore you.
I'm pretty hard to ignore. Well, how you been doing, Dish?
Really good, thank you. How about yourself?
I've not been too bad. I've been very busy, just like Ohio.
Right.
I've been hard to nail down. I pretty much am like really literally hitting the sack at at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Jay Watt, what's up, sir?
Hey, Jay Watt.
This chat needs more Jay Watt.
Yep. Always.
Yeah, excuse me. I got a bag of popcorn here, so. My last chat, 6'8" guy was probably a week or two ago, maybe. I usually just do a fill in. If Mikey or Steve doesn't do one, I'll step in and do one. But that's the thing. We have different subs, You'll see different people in each chat. So it's nice to see 6'8" guy out there. But yeah, it's one of those things where we try to just get together, solve the world's problems, have a laugh every once in a while. at
Yep.
the expense of each other. You know.
Yeah, usually.
I don't know where Mikey's at. He must have fell asleep.
All right.
Something.
Well, just fair warning. I have not read the rules and I don't agree to anything.
Rules of what? The rules of engagement?
I'm the fifth.
Yeah. Well.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
AKA Big Doug. I forgot everybody called him Big Doug. That's right. We'll just call him Big Doug from now on. It's easier to say than
Right.
6 foot rich guy. Big Doug. What's up, Big Worm? But out there in the chat too. What's your latest purchase? Dish, what's the latest firearm you've purchased? Let's talk about firearms a little bit.
The latest one I purchased was my 1022.
1022?
Yep.
Is it wood stock?
No, it's synthetic. It's got a red dot on it. Or, you know, one of those lasers. You can push the button and the laser comes on.
The little Squirrel Slayer 3000, eh?
Yep, that's what it is. Yep, it's really nice. I love it.
Yeah. Thumper, what's your latest acquirement?
Last one I bought was the P365 for
Okay. So is that your carry gun now?
Yeah. It actually replaced my first carry gun, which was a Colt New Agent 45 caliber. It was 1911 3.5 inch.
Yeah. You still have that, or did you get rid of it?
No.
Do you still have your Smith & Wesson S&D or SD?
Yep. Still got that. Everything I've gotten, I still got. I was
with you when you bought that.
Yeah. I still go and shoot them. Actually, the last time I took it out was actually last fall. But yeah.
And you have I know you have the Smith & Wesson. Is it the Sport 2 AR?
Yeah. What?
Okay.
You got a list going?
I do work for the government.
What you got going on over there?
I just know these things, man. I pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I know what my buddy's got. So when I see when I see you post that times are hard, I might have to sell a gun soon on Facebook. I'll be like, fuck. This is when I.
Yeah.
You can see me creeping behind a tree going, oh, he's going to sell one.
There is something about that. Last night we were out doing some night fishing because we're expecting it to start raining and everything. Pretty much we're getting ready to go down. So I said, well, I might as well take all that stuff with me and we'll go catfishing and we'll run everything through. We'll just run all the ammo out. We'll be good. So I took it all and, a couple of accidents in the boat. It tipped this way, that way. Everything.
Yeah, is that what happened?
A brand new Abu Garcia. The bag that was holding all that stuff, all gone.
Damn. Well, it's a good thing I got one of them big magnets I use for magnet fishing. I'll just go retrieve it out of there.
Yep.
No, actually, I thought about buying some of those magnets for magnet fishing. It looks, because I do metal detect every once in a while. I used to do it quite a bit. I was into it, but I think everybody in this community was like part of a metal detecting community also at one time. But I thought about that magnet fishing. It looks pretty neat. I was like, go to like the river up, go to the Cuyahoga River and hit all the bad neighborhoods and, see how many guns you can get from the river underneath the bridges. So, I'm trying to think, what was my latest acquisition? Oh, I bought a Maverick 88 20 gauge field.
Oh, cool.
shotgun. I didn't buy the home defense one or whatever. I bought the field shotgun. It's got a 26-inch barrel on it, ventilator rib 26-inch barrel, the black synthetic stocks, 20 gauge, Walmart special, less than $200. Like you see my 870. You've seen that on that one video I did for the oldest gun stuff. That thing is a tank, and I've used it. I'll use it for deer season this year. But as far as like going out and rabbit hunting or anything else or bird hunting or whatever, I think I want to try to use that 20 gauge, just because I don't want to beat my 870 up a bunch.
Right.
So we'll see. Plus, man, I'm getting old. I don't like that 870. I can shoot 5 870s in a row, and mine has more recoil than any of them. I don't know why. It just fucking thing kicks like a mule.
Huh.
I was up looking at went up to what's that, Carrots and Calibers up there in
Yeah, I was there
Ravenna.
the other day.
And he had posted up a picture of a 350 Legend, and I went up there to take a look at it, but it had already been gone. And I said thank you, and bought some other stuff, and then went home.
He used to have a lot more new stuff than used, but now, man, he is mostly used.
Really? Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot more inventory than he did. I mean, he's grown quite a bit.
Yeah, but I don't honestly, man. I think, to be honest with you, I mean, I buy stuff from him here and there, and I buy ammo from him. But I like, because he's a mom and pop shop, I like to give him some business. But some of his stuff is just fucking way overpriced, if you ask me. Sometimes he'll run like you'll see something that he'll post, and you'll be like, "Damn, that's a good fucking deal." And then the next thing you post, he's like, "Whoa!" He said, "You're trying to make up for the damn good deal on the other gun," because it's like, on average, he's about $100 more than anybody else.
Yeah, it is true, but he's like around the corner.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the closest shop to me, I won't fucking buy from them. That Pro Armament, Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah. I got a year membership a few years back. I think it was quite a few years back, and it was I mean, I don't know, it was all right for what it was and what you paid for it, but
yeah, the thing is, the range is not part of the store.
No, it's not. But
yeah, because I was a member at that range, and my last month there, I was like, damn, I'm gonna get my money's worth. I went every day before work.
Yeah,
I'd be there at noon because I had to leave at work at 1. I'd show up there at noon, shoot for an hour, and then go every day. Yeah, and that's during like COVID and the ammo crunch and stuff. So I was shooting all the stocked up fucking 22 that I had. That's the reason I bought a 22 conversion kit for my AR, just so I could shoot 22 out of it, because everything else was so fucking hard to find and expensive.
Is that bolt that you put into your upper?
Dude, I'm telling you, CMMG conversion kit. Like, sometimes you can get them on sale for like $160 with like 2 mags or 3 mags. Fucking do it. It's worth it. But it's so fun to shoot your fucking AR and just shoot 22 all damn day.
Well, but doesn't that like foul up the gas tube and stuff?
No, not really.
Really?
Just clean it,
Excuse me?
All you gotta do is clean your gun.
Huh?
Clean it? Yeah, exactly. You don't clean your gun?
Well,
what I used to do is I'll shoot a lot, all my with the 22, and then right before I put it up or whatever, I'll throw like 4 or 5, 6 in there and just blow them out, and then clean it real good after I'm done. But it's a blast.
I bet it is.
Yeah, because I've got that and 3 mags. The mags only hold 25 rounds, but it's a good time though, man. You can really have fun.
J-Bot.
Yeah, that was a great video.
It was really short.
Almost forgot I even watched it.
Right.
But yeah, I picked up that shotgun. I got that. Not sure what else. I got that. I got the Henry survival rifle. And
okay, cool.
And then I got a Savage like model 62 or 64, I can't remember. It was $90 or $99 or whatever. I bought that a while back. I haven't even shot that Henry yet, which I probably should, considering I take it wherever I go with me. I keep it
definitely.
I keep it in a damn backpack with ammo and everything, and a few other essentials. I got some fire starting stuff and some ponchos and first aid equipment, stuff like that.
There you go. That's a question I have. Pardon me for the interruption, but your everyday carry bag, I guess, your 3-day. I'm getting ready to put one together real quick. I mean, what's in yours? What's your recommendations?
Okay.
Being in Ohio,
I change mine for winter and summer. Okay.
Right. Yep.
But I always have at least 2 pairs of socks, man.
Yep.
And because your feet are important. If something happens and you do have to fucking put some miles on them sneakers or whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
And if you're a person that wears flip flops and sandals and you're just running to the store and stuff like that, you never fucking know what happens. So if you're a person that wears flip flops and sandals, put a pair of boots in there or a pair of tennis shoes or something that you can walk in comfortably. So there's one thing. Socks. I do a first aid kit. So basically I do fire, food, shelter, and protection. Okay, that's what I do. So I have fire starting kits. I have different ways of starting fire because I keep like cotton balls that are like soaked in fucking Vaseline for fire starter. Now that I've Shalisha sent me a bunch of fat wood, so I have fat wood now that I've had to put some fat wood in there.
Yeah, but what's in the pack that's in the trunk or in the back seat?
Well, that has my rifle. It's got just the Henry survival rifle, and then I have a box of the 22 ammo, like the value pack, like 300 rounds. I have a box of that in there. I keep a 30 because my EDC pistol is my Canik TP9 Elite SC, but I have 3 other Caniks, and they all will fit the same magazine. So I have a 30 round magazine that I also keep in that bag. So on my person, I have my 9 and an extra mag. In the bag, I have 30 round mag. And then I have the Henry, right? But right now because I haven't even did the switch out for like winter. Normally in the winter I throw a blanket or something in there, some type of something to keep me warm or whatever. And I always throw just a blanket or two in the back of my car because you never know if you get stuck or break down on the turnpike or something like that. You know, you're going to need something to keep you warm if it's cold. But I would say one of the things I have, like right now, I know I got 2 pairs of socks in there. I have a medical kit. I have a fire starting kit. I have water purification, which is just right now is just a life straw. Water purification, and then a means to get water. So I have a canteen, but then I have like bottled water that I keep in there. But you got to be careful with that because you got to switch that out. You can't leave that in your car too long or whatever. But I usually bring my bag in with me. I don't leave it in the car. You know, the only time it's in the car is like when I'm out. You know what I mean? When I come in at night, I bring it in because it's ready if I need to grab it and run down the street, not run to my car. You know what I mean? Or if I need to run through the backyard and hide, but who knows? I've watched so many damn prepping and bug out videos and stuff trying to figure out what I wanted to carry. And you got to figure out what is good for you. Jay Watt says water, medical clothing for the weather. And that's true. And then shelter, some type of shelter, which I use ponchos. And then I have a tarp.
What do you do, Dish?
I do practically the same thing, only I have a couple mountain houses in mine.
Oh, the freeze dried?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of food. Mine's more like I have beef jerky and like some of the what's the trail mix, the nuts with the M&Ms and shit and that and raisins. I got some of those in there. Yeah.
Well, I guess really what I have or what I normally end up having is more of what I consider a 3-stage system. So I have a 1 day, a 3 day, and I got that I'm gonna be getting friggin' bouncing. I'm out. I'm gonna be the bugging in guy. I got my excitability is being able to hit stuff from a long ways away. So I plan on just hoping that they don't get up close. But if that happens, then
my plan is not to bug out. I really consider my bag as a get home bag.
Right.
Yeah.
I have enough stuff in there to get me back to my house, and that's where my main supplies are. That's where my family's probably going to be,
Yeah. So that's that 1 day bag. The one that's in the back seat or in the trunk or But like I got an Escort, so I think you have an Escort, right? The E.
The what?
Escort or not an Escort?
Equinox.
An Equinox.
I was like, what's he talking about? Escort. Yeah. Chevy Equinox is what I have. So yeah, I got there's room in it. And the thing is, like right now in the back, I have a camp chair and some other things that like I can set up camp. If I'm driving to out of state to see somebody or whatever, go visit or whatever, and I get tired, I'm like, fuck, I need to pull over. I can just pull over. I can sleep right in the back of my vehicle. I'm set up for that. I don't have to stop and get a hotel. It is nice to sleep in a hotel and take a shower and all that. But if you just want to sleep and get a couple hours good sleep and then jump back on the road, I can do that. I can do it at a rest stop. I can do it at a damn Walmart parking lot. I can do it wherever. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is I basically had to take apart my 1 day bag because like we said, like the type of food that gets carried in there, a lot of that, emergency food or freeze dried food or the fun to eat granola bars and everything, I won't eat it. It'll be the last thing I want to eat. So, and I think you need to keep your calories up quick. And that bag that you're going to be carrying is considered a 1 day bag. So you need fast calories. So I usually, whatever's in there, I consume.
like the just over, like if I buy a pack of peanut butters, I like peanut butters.
Yeah.
Peanut butters are great. I toss those in there. There may be 4 of them. And every week I might have one, or every other week, or if I'm out, fishing or something, I might take one out. But I make sure that I start replacing them at a certain point. And I'm at that point now where I have to transition into, like you said, winter's coming up. So that transition's starting to happen. It's getting to be fall time. So I got a nice little bag that I got last week, or I mean, not last week, but last month. For the cruise, and I'm going to change out my bag anyway. So, like you said, I carry a 4-man tent in the back of my car, a camp chair, just a regular one. If want to go sit at the park or something, it's great for that.
You know what? That reminds me, I should probably throw my tent in my car, because you know that backpacking tent, that all weather one that I brought when we went camping.
Yep.
I have that. Nobody uses it. It's mine. I mean, it's like a lot. I should just throw that in there just in case, because with that and then the tarp over top of it,
yeah,
you're gonna get out of the elements. And if it's with the tarp, if it's windy or rainy or whatever, that's going to help protect you even more, having that tarp. And it's amazing how much a tent and a tarp will keep the heat in, but it also brings the condensation in also. So you gotta be aware of that.
But
especially if you're a big snorer like me, if you're sitting there snoring, the top of the tent's full of condensation from snoring all night.
Well, you keep the critters away.
That's right. Yeah.
And I'm with you. We will keep the critters away.
Yeah, we kept the critters away that whole weekend when we went. Me and him went on a camp, just me and him. And as you can tell, we're not suffering from anorexia or anything. So you can definitely tell that our camping trip consisted of 2 boys eating damn good the whole weekend.
That's good.
Yeah, we had for breakfast. I got up early and I made some bacon. Let's see, we had bacon and we had fried Spam and we had eggs. Did we do biscuits or anything like that? I don't think so. And then for dinner the first night, we ate some government. You know the government foods that people, you get government cheese, you get the can of government beef. It just says beef on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have one of those, and we ate that with some potatoes and some bread. Made like a open face roast beef sandwiches with the gravy.
Oh,
and stuff.
sure. Wow.
Yeah. And then dinner the next night we had we ate steak with potatoes and green beans and carrots. Something else. Man, we ate damn good, didn't we? Do
yummy.
Yeah, we did all right. It was a cool night. It was actually, I think it was in about mid-October, about this time, and it was nice weather. It was too windy to go fishing, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we tried to fish and it was just fucking windy. I don't think it was in October. I don't think it was in October. I think it was in September though. I do remember that. It was in September.
Was it September?
Yeah, because it was my wife's birthday that week, and she was in Georgia. That's why I went camping, because I wasn't going to be in Georgia with her. So, me and you went camping.
Well, then you would remember much more than I would.
Yeah, but then trying to think, we had a few bottles of adult beverages too.
There you go.
I don't even know what's going on with this thing now.
Yeah, a little hidden gem campground near us. It's in the city, but dude, it's away from everything, and there might have been 4 other people in the entire campground camping that weekend.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody there, but a couple though.
Oh, there was a YouTube couple there, Dish.
Oh yeah.
With their 4x4 trailer type thing. I mean, this thing was badass. It was like off-road camping. I'd love to have it. That thing was badass. They had kids, didn't they? Didn't they have 2 kids? They had a little boy and a little girl.
Yep.
Because I remember they were riding their bikes a lot.
Yeah,
What did
but
we-
that campground was pretty much completely empty. I mean, there wasn't even anybody at the shack.
Yeah,
was
one of us
motorcycle.
lost. One of us lost something on their way back from going to the chitter. Is that me or you? We were out there with a flashlight looking for it.
Yeah. What me?
Oh, the
Might
phone.
be me.
Oh, this is my phone. Yeah, I lost my phone.
Oh no.
That was you then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we found it.
Oh good.
Yeah. I dropped it on my way. I had it in the bathroom. I know that much because I went in there and I was on my phone. So I was hoping I didn't drop it in because it's one of those campground toilets that, that don't flush. It just drops down into the pit of the abyss.
Exactly.
So I was like, man, I hope it didn't fall in there. So I looked and I was like, ugh, nope, not in there. And then we were looking for it. And then we came up with this brilliant idea. Hey, dude, why don't you call my phone?
Oh yeah.
After looking for it for 10 minutes, decided to call my phone. And then he calls it and it lit up like halfway between here and the bathroom. I was like, oh, there it is. Sometimes you don't realize how dumb you are until.
Exactly right.
Wasn't that like a scene from Pineapple Express?
I don't know, dude. I was talking to my buddy one time on the phone. I pulled in the driveway and I'm talking to him and I'm trying to pack everything up to get inside. And I'm looking around and I'm digging. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm digging through all my shit. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, trying to find my phone. And this fucker, he did not even blink. He was like, well, did you check under the seat? Did you check this? And he knows I'm on the phone with him. So he's just telling me to. And he's like, yeah. Big Doug, we went to Nemasilla.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard of Nemasilla, it's part of Portage Lakes. So Nemasilla Campground. Don't ask me how to spell that. It's spelled just like it sounds. Nemasilla. Decent campground.
There.
And since this chat has started, I've killed a half a bag of popcorn so far. So
Hey, that's good. It's good. Popcorn is good for you.
yeah.
This is what it's supposed to be. Let's see.
What's that? Who's there? Someone's standing behind you.
Oh, this dude. This is what I used to go to the games in. A dog mask, my jersey. Those were my rough and tumble days. But I don't know if you can see that. I don't even know how that looks.
Oh, look at that. Nemasilla Resort. Look at Jay Watt. He's all over it.
Yep.
Fucking doxing the hell out of us. Find out where we go camping and shit.
Oh.
Now, if you don't know that we're from Ohio with him wearing his Cleveland shirt and Northeast Ohio in his name, and I'm the Ohio Wolverine. If you don't know we're from Ohio, then you're just not catching, not very perceptive.
Right.
Actually, as you say I'm a San Diego transplant or a California transplant.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Southern California.
Yeah, we forgive you for that, though. It's like being born with a mental illness. You can't always, do anything about it. You just bless their heart and keep going.
It was good back in there. Back in the 80s, it was a fun time down there. My stomping ground was down by Mission Bay, the roller coaster there. We go fishing down there in the bay, like all night. I had an S10 that I bought.
Say what?
15 years old. We load up pallets and we go fishing in that bay, in that inlet all night, causing trouble like teenagers do. Belmont Park, yep. We were just talking about that.
I've never been to California. I was right there close, but I couldn't bring myself to go there.
Really?
There's certain places I won't fucking put my foot in, man. Washington, Oregon, California, New York, Illinois.
I went to Seattle.
Probably Massachusetts now. I probably would never go there. I went to Massachusetts a long time ago, but not now. I wouldn't. 2 reasons. One, they're so anti-gun, and second, where fucking Mikey lives. Imagine running into that guy. Man. You get some, when you were there Wednesday night, the basement, you get any potato skins?
Wow. No, like I said, it's been a really rough week, and Wednesday was just
Dude, anytime I go to that place, I have to have the potato skins. They got the best freaking potato skins. Like all these other places around here, you order potato skins. For some reason, they don't know how to cook them right. They like burn them every time.
Yeah.
And this place makes them perfect.
I don't think they leave enough of the potato on the potato skins, but down at the basement they do. They leave a lot of potato on it. And when you make the potato right, and then you just don't like burn it. Well, we were down there Wednesday. We were down there Wednesday. My nephew ordered the potato skins, and he wasn't feeling too well. He ate like 1 or 2 of them, and he had taken off. And then we're wrapping it up, and it was like, "Hey, you want to drop this off to him?" Because he just lives down the road here. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll drop him off to him if I'll drop by his house, and while I'm driving by, throw him out the window and."
Yeah, don't lie. You ate them damn things before you got home, didn't you?
Well, I ate one as soon as I got in the car. I can tell you that. Well, it was literally because I haven't really eaten those there. I usually get the tater tots, but this freaking potato thing, it was the size of a baby's head. It was huge.
So Jay Watt says to ask you to tell some Fiesta Island and over the line stories.
Well,
obviously that's something we don't know about because he giggled and said, "Well,
yeah."
I'm very, very thankful there was not the type of media there is now, where once it's happened, it's on camera, and I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, Fiesta Island, the over the line tournaments was always a good time. I was actually on the other side. We wouldn't go get involved with the over the line stuff. We were we would go with the guys that were getting kicked out of the over the line tournaments.
What is Fiesta Island and over the line?
Well, Fiesta Island was basically a sandbar that was made up near the bay in San Diego. It was like a little inlet that's there that was a huge sandbar, basically. And they would play this game that's called Over the Line, where over the line is basically it's like baseball, where you have a batter, and then you have first base, second base, and third base. And if you get past 3 guys, you get a home run, and you keep that type of score. not really specific on the rules, but that's kind of the general idea. And there was a certain time during the year that this would happen in San Diego at Fiesta Island. Well, Fiesta Island was just this huge sandbar area, and it was a very big party for a very long weekend. Well, let's equate it to, Nelson Ledges.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, take Nelson Ledges and multiply it by 8.
Damn. He said asking about the team names.
Oh. I don't know. I know that we're very odd most of the time.
Well, knowing how JWAD is, there's got to be some stories, and the way you're acting is you don't want to tell us. So I can tell something's going on here, man.
Well,
it's
like I said,
it's a part of your past you don't want to reveal to us right now.
Well, it was a part. It was a part of my past. I just honestly was. It was a very fuzzy part of the past.
Very funny part. Nice.
I mean, it was the 80s for me. So yeah. I mean, I was a teenager at that point. I had just got my driver's license. Really, most of the time I was over in Mission Bay. We did a lot of if you're familiar with that area, maybe 2nd Street in El Cajon during that time period, where usually everybody would gather up at 2nd Street in this town called El Cajon. El Cajon means the box. It's literally was a valley. And then everybody would transition over to the island there, party up there. And there would be literally people that would be kicked out because since it was a sandbar, it was controlled who can come in and out. Well, once you got kicked out, they didn't let you back in. So, well, at least that day.
Big Doug said when he was a kid, he went out west with his parents, Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, and Arizona. I've been to Arizona, Nevada, and Utah. And I got to tell you, Utah is one of my favorite states. That state has everything as far as like when you drive through Utah, you can literally drive through like desert, plantation type, like plains or whatever, rolling hills, and then mountains and woods. And then it's just beautiful. I'd like to be able to stay out there longer. We only spent like 2 days in Utah, but man, and Nevada was awesome. And Arizona, man, what was the name of that place in Arizona we went? Empty Pockets Saloon was in Arizona. And it was an old saloon. It still had like the swinging doors. It was like the original building. And there was like, it was cool because it still had like the original bar that was made, like all handmade behind the bar and everything. And there was bullet holes. You could see bullet holes in it and stuff where there was shootouts and shit. It was a cool place. And I think my wife's down. Are you down here? Yeah. We were about the only ones in that bar that night, weren't we? Like 2 other people. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't busy at all. There's maybe 10 people, she said, the most, including the bartender and probably the cook also. But man, it was a pretty cool place.
Sounds like it.
The Lakeside Motel, yeah. There's a few of those.
Lakeside Motel, okay.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's my the 2nd Street. We used to actually I seen Striper. You familiar with the band Striper?
Yes.
You seen Striper play on 2nd Street. There was a band of people, a group or whatever, that would ride BMX bikes to do tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
Skateboards. Well, I rode with the BMX guys. I didn't really do much of the tricks, but I could do some tricks. So it was a fun place to go hang out, and it ended up transitioning to Mission Bay. That is funny.
All right, we're dropping back to the 80s. What BMX did you have?
Who?
Your BMX. What kind of BMX did you have back in the day?
Oh, well, I had a Mongoose, a GT, and a Haro. I had a Skyline for a while, but it was really like a PK Ripper. It was a PK Ripper Vortex that had an oblong tube. I don't know if anybody had seen those.
My first one was a Murray XR20, and that's like the best Murray you could get, but still lower on the type of BMX bikes. And then I got a Mongoose, and then I ended up with a Diamondback, and it had the mag wheels on it, and they were white. I had white mag wheels with white tires, and the pads. It was a chrome frame, and the pads were checkered white and black, and it had the Diamondback D on the front, on the like the plate on the front had that Diamondback D on there. That was my favorite bike, man. No Hutch. Oh yeah, Hutch was a good brand back then too, man. Forgot about Hutch.
Yeah. I did not have a Hutch. Actually, I think out of all those, I couldn't have the Skyway rims, the plastic things. I was a bigger guy back then too. I was never really small, so the little plastic stuff, like especially being in Southern California, it was, you get 75, 80 degrees, and those Skyways want to do this. You get a kid that's 200 pounds on there, and it's like wanting to go. But I would say the Haro was my favorite. It was like a lime green. It was custom. It had the some array rims with I forget the hub that was on there, but it had some 3-piece cranks. It was a nice bike. I brought it back to actually, I was one of the things that I left California with to come to Ohio was that bike and 4 bags of clothes and a cat in an S10.
See, the Rally Turf Burner was the Rally Turf Burner was what I always wanted. That was that. I know you've seen it before. The yellow and blue.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I always wanted one of those.
Yeah, I think Haro was the one that I wanted the best, and when I got it, it was a really nice deal. It was my best friend's brother. He had bought it, and things had come up, and he knew how much I had envied it, because at that time I was riding a red line. So
Oh shit! I forgot about Redline.
And
Here's
I
the
had
Diamondback. There's the Diamondback I had, except for I had the white mags with the white tires on it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
See, I couldn't do that bent seat post. Every time I'd land on it, they would just like snap off. But I look at the 20-inch bikes today are just a weird size, I think.
Damn. Oh, there's the powder blue, the Diamondback with the powder blue tires and the blue rims,
Oh, wow.
the mags.
Yeah, I always just bought parts. I never bought.
There's where'd it go? I just had it. Disappeared.
Remember the red line cranks? Red line 3-piece cranks were always the thing to have. With the spider sprockets.
Man, I had a picture and it just disappeared. What the hell?
Gunpowder.
So let me see. I'm going to try something. Can I try something real quick? You guys can see my camera, right?
There's the white tires and white mags that I had.
Oh, wow.
Skyline
Well, no, I mean
or GT?
it was what?
Were the rims Skyline or GT?
There was the GT mags.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you gonna
GTs
try?
are better than Skyways, my opinion.
Gunpowder had a Redline 500. Yeah. Ohio always insists on having donuts on his handlebar grips. You talking like donuts, the food, or the donut grips? You remember the grips that like had the big? What were those? Were those called donut grips? I don't know.
Oh, I got a story about that. All right. So, donut grips. Obviously, I was part of this BMX people riding around in this pack. I mean, there was probably about 10 or 15 of us. You know, we're like we're just a pack of hoodlums all on our bikes. Well, I was a bit of an asshole. So my brother liked these donut things, and these donuts were these puffy things that you put on your grips so that your thumbs didn't rub up on the rubber of the grip. It made it more comfortable. Well, they got annoying. They started getting like huge, and my brother, like, the bigger the more annoying. Well, I mean, it almost made it a grip because you could grab it and just go shink. Well, when you do that with some of these handlebars, they have a tendency to go whatever direction you've just pulled that donut in. So I made my brother crash a bunch of times, and I apologize for that. That wasn't very nice. Sorry.
Now, oh wow,
I can't see this chat.
this is crazy. Who remembers these? Remember those?
I hated.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There was like these big honking grips. They had like finger grooves in them, and this like big thing that went out to the side. I'm trying to find those.
Yeah. I liked the ones that were I liked CW handlebars with just, I think they were Haro grips. They were just basically rubber grips with those thin donuts. Now, I'm not bashing donuts. Don't get me wrong. I like donuts. I like the donuts you eat.
I like donuts too. Oh, I found them. Where they at?
When the donut on the handlebar gets to be, more than an inch, it's too much.
These big ass fucking things. Remember these?
Yeah. You couldn't get comfortable with those. I don't understand how anybody thought those were comfortable. I was trying something, wasn't I?
Gooseneck nuts. Yeah, that I always had a double gooseneck on mine. One thing I never did, I never put like the you know how you could take your front wheel and spin it with the whatever that was called with the bearings that held your
The rotor.
Yeah. I never did that.
No.
A lot of that stuff when I was riding, a lot of that freestyle stuff came a lot later in my life. You know what I mean?
Well, we would do that. I'm sorry. I apologize about the camera coming in and out.
It's okay, bro.
I'm new.
You should have been here last night to see what we had to deal with.
I'm just going to tell you, anytime you have me here, this is the kind of crap you're going to have to deal with.
It's all cool to me.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're okay.
I try. But this...
All right. I got to do something. Hang on, man. I got to batten down the hatches on this popcorn before I eat this whole damn bag.
Whoa, what dip.
Oh, you want to
So if I do this,
plug my friend's custom engraving company there? That's Love You More Custom Engraving. I got a video on this. If you want to check out that video, if you want to email her, and if you have anything you want engraved, check that out. Check this out. Ian. Let's see here. Oops, I just totally can't really see it very well. There we go. On the
that's pretty cool. That I like that it's kind of subtle on there.
Yeah, I do too. It's like it's growing on me that it's kind of subtle, because you see a lot of people have certain mags with I mean, you can color fill those, is what she said.
Yeah.
But if you get some acrylic paint and just barely dab it in there, it will suck right to it will go right in the grooves and then be bright, you know. But anything on these type of tumblers and stuff, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
And my grips on my Rough Rider turned out to be freaking awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And I agree with you. The having that done on the wood grips in lieu of just putting plastic grips on there that had it on there. I think that was a good call. Looks good.
And it didn't cost me. It only cost me $5. You know what I mean? It didn't cost me $28 for some plastic grips. And I told her, I said, you know what? If you mess them up and you destroy them or whatever, it's not bad. I can get new grips for $28. You know what I mean?
Oh, very cool.
But she didn't mess them up. They turned out nice. I think I want to have her put the Henry logo on my little Henry lever action, like right on the buttstock.
That'd be cool.
Heritage, the company, that makes the Rough Riders, the Heritage just came out with a new lever action mare's leg in 22 long rifle.
No way.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
And they're actually under $500.
Oh, wow.
Because the mare's leg from Henry's like $600, $700, $800 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Heritage mare's leg. I seen a video on it the other day. I think it was Kentucky Gun Company did a video on it.
Let's see.
But
this if I do this,
it looks badass. It's just little 22 mare's leg lever action. It's got the the cover like the regular Henry has or whatever, but it's like that case hardened steel look. Kind of
cool.
That copperish, dirty look. Yeah. Yeah, but that it looks like a fun gun. There's too many guns out there. I want. It's like I see one. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. I still want a freaking high point Yeet cannon, man. I want the new high point. I don't know why. I just want it.
Which one? What new high point?
The YC9, the one that has it's basically the replacement for the regular C9 high point, but it's got the excuse me, it's got the grip safety and the double stack mag now, and a threaded barrel, and it's got new grips. They kind of revamped the high point a little bit. Have you not seen it yet?
No,
Yes.
probably not. I was actually. I think what was when the Medina shows start this weekend?
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I think Mike was saying that the Medina show was this weekend. I don't know. I didn't
So
even look at my phone.
there's what the new high point looks like.
Yeah, it looks like a space gun. Great look. I like it.
I don't know why, man, but I just want one. I mean, there's no.
You can put the faux suppressor on her.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can put a suppressor on it. Here's one with a. Yeah, you can put an optic on it too. There's one with the optic on top.
Yeah. I don't know. I've shot some guns with like those kind of optics, and I mean they're all right. I would prefer I kind of prefer open sights or iron sights.
Well, my carry gun has the optic on it, the red dot, and then I have I have a red dot on my Elite Combat, my Canic Elite Combat. So I've got
Yeah.
two. I love them. It's like
Yeah.
once you get used to them and you can get good at using them, because it does take a while to get used to, because you want to pull up and like close one eye and aim through those sights like you normally do. But this, you just bring it up and both eyes open, you bring it up and you got the dot. And then, with both eyes open, you see that dot, you put that dot on wherever you want to shoot, and that's where you're going to hit, And the more you practice at it, the faster you get and the better you will be with it. And it's,
What the?
what are you doing there, man?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I'm unhappy with this camera. How's the camera look, by the way?
You look fine. Well, you don't look fine. The camera does okay. You look like a hot mess, but the camera's fine.
Look! I told you that. I told you that when you.
And what I said, throw a hat on, you crazy haired bastard, and look at you.
Did you say that? Wow.
Well, what it is, your camera's like on autofocus or something. So every time you move.
I know, and I move a lot. So it's not the issue with the camera; it's the issue with me. And if I would just fix me, that would fix the camera. But I would just prefer to fix the camera. Let's see.
See, right there's fine.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta find the setting.
Huh? He's the Hulk. Yeah, my wife said you look like the Hulk with that green light on you. You're all green.
Right. Yeah, I got the red one too.
Hulk smash. Oh, I got a green one too. You can turn that on. Turn the girl on green. Where's it at? Right there. It's got a.
I like these little lights. They're not bad. I mean, for $35, they're very versatile.
Yeah, see, I go green too. My lightsaber.
This is getting annoying. I apologize. Let me see. I got see. Can I just fix the camera? Is it gonna let me do that? It's not gonna let me do that.
Okay. And Gabriel Bunder something. We were there when we went in there. It was so hot that we couldn't hardly stand it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you decorate the yard?
No, because
It's raining.
Here.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
there it was like.
While I'm annoying everybody with something that is completely obtrusive.
Oh yeah, Doug. The high point carbines are great truck guns. I had a 9mm, and I ended up trading that 9mm. It was a 995, and it was the newer style too. It wasn't the old ones that looked like Planet of the Apes gun. It was the newer ones that looked like Spaceballs gun. But I traded it for my Henry lever action, just straight up. Do one trade. I'm like, okay. So, and what's funny is I traded a Sky CPX 2 for the High Point, and then traded the High Point for the Henry. So I upped myself each trade. Now, if I can trade that Henry for an AR, I'd be all set. But I don't think I want to get rid of that Henry. I love it too much, man. It's one of my favorite 22s. I love 22, man. I don't know. I think you feel about the same way, don't you, Dish? It's just,
Oh yeah.
It's just a fun. It's cheap. It's fun. I don't know. You could, especially like when I used to take my boys when they were younger and they wanted to go to the range with me all the time. If we were shooting the AR or the 9mm or something, I'd be bankrupt because
yeah.
they loved a mag dump, and what I would do is I'd set them up with that Henry. That way you got a couple seconds between each shot, with the lever action. But I had a Marlin Model 60, and it held like 14 rounds in a tube, and you'd load it and hand it to them. They'd cock it, and 14 rounds 3 seconds later, and they're ready. Load it up again, Dad. You got something on your page there, bro. Oh, that's your YouTube.
Yeah.
Can't see him now. Just take your YouTube. There you go.
I apologize. So like I said, you're gonna have this. I mean, it's just.
Hey, we usually do a chat on Friday night with Mike Delusion. We're used to shenanigans like that.
Well,
he usually disappears and starts looking at pellet guns and shit and forgets there's even a chat going on.
That I don't know. I'm not promising anything. I'm just not.
You have a 22, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that Smith & Wesson 1022 the little baby sister to the Sport 2.
Oh, you have a Smith & Wesson MP22?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you had it. Oh, yeah, maybe I did know you because it was in the picture when you went to the range.
Yeah, that thing is fun.
Oh, then you don't need a conversion kit for your AR then.
No.
Yeah, you have a 22 AR already.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also have a 22 caliber break barrel air rifle. That thing is if I'm going to need to hunt small game or something, that thing's lethal.
See, you're holding out on me, man. I'm kind of trying to keep track for the government what guns you have, and you're holding out.
Well, it was had. There was a boating accident last night. We were fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Boat.
Yeah, I've heard that story before. I don't believe it.
West Branch. There was cocktails involved, so we really didn't want to call.
So you admit that you were out driving a boat while drunk. So
I wasn't driving.
Yeah. I'm going to need the names and address and phone numbers of everyone that was on that boat with you. See how this works? You can't fuck with the government, man.
Well, look,
Look, I can tell right now you're lying. We're going to have to go. We're going to have to run you in for questioning. You better get a lawyer. You better lawyer up now, because I've done got you.
well, see, I'm already, well, yeah, I'm making.
You see
I'm
that?
making
Look, out in the
mistakes.
chat, Big Doug, 6'8" guy. He lives about 15 miles from West Branch, so he's not far either, man. What we should do is we should get me, you, and Big Doug and meet up and go up to like what is that, Double A or whatever that place is, or AA. I got all those steel targets now. Can we set the steel targets up there?
Yeah. The ranges now, they did a good job on cleaning it real up. I mean, it's beautiful. You haven't been up to A&A in a while. I can't see the chat, so if somebody's saying
It's not.
something,
Is it not? Is it doesn't have? It's not full of TVs and washers and dryers and shit anymore.
Exactly.
Nice.
They did a good job on cleaning it up. It's beautiful. Actually, what I really wanted to do is I wanted to get the group together and go up and get the 400-yard range for the what was it, 4 hours or something. You kind of make a day of it. Do some type of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do some long ranging. I got that 6.5
Well,
Creedmoor.
not,
That'll reach out to 400 yards with ease.
yeah, not specifically long range, but some long range, yeah. But when you get you know which range I'm talking about, the one back there over there with the tower. It's got that shelter back there. That's if you when you come in, instead of going right to the pistol range and the 100-yard range, you make a left and you just follow that all the way around.
Okay, I've never
And
been back there.
It's got that tall red tower.
Yeah, I've never been back there. So
Come on. Yeah, there's a range back there, and you can get it pretty reasonable for like 4
Here it
hours.
says back door tower. What kind of chat is this?
Ohio. Ohio. I mean, that's got to say something. What do you think about this? Is this? I'm not sure why it keeps flashing up like that, but that was the plan. This chair I'm on sucks.
Yeah, sure.
It does. It's here. Look. Oh my good lord. I gotta tell you, it's a drum throne.
I bought a squirrel call, and obviously one of my boys is upstairs because he must have found it on the table because he's up there. I can hear squirrel call. Sounds like there's a squirrel in my damn house.
This is
that's a drum set. See.
This is yeah, it's my drum throne. I'm a first chair. Not that I'm first chair. First chair.
My boy made first chair in band his senior year. Finally, after from the 5th grade all the way to senior year, he made first chair his senior year.
That's awesome.
Dude, I miss it, man. I don't miss sitting on fucking bleachers on like Friday night at the football game freezing my ass off, but I do miss it a little bit. You know what I mean? Because my younger son, he was in it too, and he quit his sophomore year. He didn't want to be in band anymore. He's done. So if you know anybody that wants a nice saxophone, I might have one for sale.
I used to play saxophone. I don't, but I used to.
It just so happens that I got a saxophone that I would be willing to trade for a Smith & Wesson AR-15.
Good luck with that.
Fucking that damn saxophone costs more than all my guns, man.
I bet it did.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
It's a lot of brass.
Oh man, I can melt the saxophone down and make shell casings out of it.
See, now you're thinking.
Now I'm thinking.
Now we're thinking. Oh, dude, this.
So, okay, let's talk some. You know, you're talking about melting brass down and stuff like that. Let's talk about what do you guys think about the FEMA test the other day on the phones and people acting a little crazy on that? And what's your opinion? I mean, because I was at work when it happened, and it sounded like a damn war zone. Everybody's phones going off, plus the computers and everything, and the TV, and then you know, dispatch center. It was like, what the hell? I didn't, but I started reading like some of the conspiracies. Like a lot of them are on TikTok and stuff. But people said that like the biggest one that people believed was that it was to test. The test was to activate nanoparticles that the government has injected into our bodies through the COVID-19 vaccine, and it was to delete some of the population.
Oh my Lord.
It's only if you got the Pokeball.
Yeah, only if you got the pokey, but still, I mean, come on. I mean, we already, it was like 3 years ago we had this test, and nobody came up with crazy shit like that.
What this test was. It was the presidential test, and the presidential test you can't turn off on your phone. So you can't turn off the presidential test notification. If your phone is on, you will get this alert. If it's attached to a the internet
Yeah, but
via SIM card.
here's the thing, though. Nobody gave a shit when President Trump was in office and they did the presidential test. Do you remember that? They all thought it was cool as hell. Do you remember that? I mean, who out there remembers that? Trump was president. They did the first one. And it was like, everyone thought it was the coolest shit that Trump, you know, had this fucking.
I think it's cool technology. I mean, if you're afraid that the government can take over your phone and you're connected to the internet,
you're out of touch because they already know everything we're doing. They're watching this right now.
They've already got it.
Right. They're watching this shit right now.
Well, that's what I said. I mean, if you're on any type of media, you presume that people are hearing you, and you know that's one thing with the media. The media knows this, and this is the game actually, because you utilize that tool, not what you can't hear or what you're trying to hide, but what you want people to hear and what you want people to believe. So whether it's a disbelief or fake news or whatever it may be, if you make it sound real, some people will believe it.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, and like what, September 20th came and gone and they didn't take my cash. What the fuck? Thought they were supposed to take all of our cash on September 20th.
Right.
I still got $3 in my wallet, bastards.
Who was taking that? Did I miss something?
Biden, dude. Biden was supposed to take all the cash. He was supposed to take all the cash, empty everyone's account, and then give everybody a card, a government card, that they allowed you so much money. That way they can control all your purchases through crypto and stuff. That way, if you went to go buy a gun, they could say, no, you can't buy a gun.
Well, I mean, they're already kind of doing that.
We were supposed to go to a cashless society. Oh, I know they're doing that because it happened to me at Walmart years ago when I was with Bank of America. I went to buy a gun at Walmart and my card kept getting declined. And there was like enough money in there to buy several guns. So I made another purchase without the gun and it went right through. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I contacted the bank and I said, I'm trying to buy something at Walmart and it keeps declining my card. And the lady said, well, let me look. And she's looking and she goes, are you trying to purchase a firearm? And I'm like, yes. She's like, yeah, that's what it shows here. She's like, yeah, it's Bank of America's policy that we don't allow people to purchase firearms with their debit cards through Visa or whatever. I'm
So
like,
that-
well, fuck me running. So I ended up canceling my account the next day and moved all my money to a different bank.
which bank was that?
Bank of America.
Oh, fuck.
No, not Bank of America. U.S. Bank. I'm sorry, U.S. Bank.
Oh, well, fuck them.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, U.S. Bank. I always get that one in Bank of America confused, but yeah, it was U.S. Bank.
I used Bank of America when I first moved out here. Then I used Huntington, and
I used Huntington for years, and then I got sick of their bullshit.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I hardly pay any fees.
I'm with
that's
a
what I
credit
use
union
for
from
me.
when I used to work for the county where
Yeah.
I used to live. I joined their credit union. It was because you had to be a county employee to join it, and then
Yeah.
once you join it, you're fine. Now, if I was to close my account and then try to open a new one, I can't because I'm no longer a county employee there. So, but as long as I don't close it, I can stay a member. So, and it's one of those small town credit unions where, dude,
Yeah.
I can call them. Well, not tomorrow because tomorrow's Sunday, but I can call them Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. Monday's Columbus Day, so I can call them on Tuesday and talk to a lady there who knows me personally and just go, hey, I need a like a signature loan or whatever. And she's like, well, how much you need and what's it for? And you tell her, I want to buy a fucking boat and I need $3,000. Okay. And then
Yeah.
she'll say, well, I'll go ahead and put the money in your account. Next time you're in town, swing by and sign the paperwork. Or
Yeah.
I can fax it to you and you can sign it and send it back. Yeah, just fax it to me. Give her fax number, she'll fax it, you know, or email it or whatever, scan it and email it. She'll and do it that way. Even though I'm, 100 miles away from there and I can't go there on a daily basis, but I have a checking account, a savings account, and a debit card through them and everything. But we also are. I have a local bank here that Dollar Bank, and we just transfer money into the Dollar Bank just for certain things, like if we want to go do something or whatever. We'll transfer, $100, $200 over to it and go out for dinner or whatever and pay with that card. But
Yeah.
I
This
keep
guy
most
here-
of my money. I keep most of my money in the credit union because I get, free checking and better interest and stuff through the credit union than I do a regular bank.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know this guy here? This Nate Petrosky.
No.
He's like a homesteader down in West Virginia. He kind of does a YouTube thing. He's got a cute little dog and he's got like beard care stuff. But one of the things that he had done on the purchase of this property was a kind of I guess it was like almost like a farm loan. And he actually became part of like a co-op.
Oh, he probably did an FDA loan.
What's that?
FDA loan?
I'm not sure.
Or a USDA loan.
It wasn't through any the government. It was through the co-op.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a 300-acre purchase, I believe, up down in West Virginia. And he moved in there with, like I believe it was like a 24-foot trailer. He did a YouTube, Twitch channel, and then started doing a homestead thing. I mean, he's completely off the grid. I think his internet, he runs like I think a 5G internet, but
Stevie put out a new video today with a shower where he put a shower in. Do you see that?
Yeah, I
Dave?
didn't watch that one yet.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't take a shower on camera, so it's not worth watching.
yeah, I got a lot of YouTube to catch up on.
Hey, PNASCARs, what's up, my friend? Let's see. My phone died, so now I have to rely on the internal chat here for whatever on the
Okay.
StreamYard. So I notice it's slower than the YouTube chat.
Yes.
Is there easier ways to see the chat?
Usually, if you have multiple screens.
Not with this setup, no.
Okay, no, okay. Sometimes people have multiple monitors, and they'll pull YouTube up and watch the chat on one monitor, and then it'd be the StreamYards on the other monitor. I usually just pull the chat up on my phone because I don't have a computer. I use a tablet and my phone. So I do the chat on my tablet, and then I watch the chat on my phone, and I can read all the comments and there. But my phone died because I forgot to charge it today because I was watching. Oh, Dish, you're going to have to look up the score for us, see what the final score was.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Oh, boy.
But I mean, you can actually monitor the YouTube chat on StreamYards, though.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's only a few seconds slower. It's not like it's
well, no,
a minute
I mean,
off. Yeah. If you post something in the external in the YouTube chat, within a second or two, it'll pop up on our chat inside here.
This here, right?
Yeah.
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 That's what I'm trying to watch.
Yeah, that's okay.
52-10.
That's a final?
No, there's a minute and 20 left.
Oh, geez. Who has the ball?
Let me see. Minnesota. I don't think they have a prayer there.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
Oh man, I remember I remember this game. The Browns are playing the Bears, and it was like, well, there's 35 seconds left. If this happens, and then that happens, and then that happens, they have a chance to do that, and then they could win the game. And then it wrote like a script, and I was so crushed. I almost lost my TV that night.
Do you remember when Tim Couch? Remember when Tim Couch threw that bomb, a 65-yard pass for a touchdown to win the game back in the inaugural season, back when they came back in '99?
Yeah,
remember that? That was crazy. Doug, Big Doug, we're talking about Michigan and Minnesota because me and Dish are both Michigan fans. Yes, I'm a Wolverine. Yep. Go figure out, Ohio Wolverine. So, but also because Red Dawn's probably my favorite movie of all time besides Star Wars. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
And having a Star Wars themed YouTube channel just wasn't the thing back then. I don't think I.
Yeah.
I got my. Where's it at? There it is. Got my Boba Fett helmet up here.
Cool.
Oh, here.
I got my Darth Vader helmet. I should find a spot and put it down here someplace. I don't know.
Any of you guys gamers?
I'm not.
No.
Game?
No. You had to talk to my kids for that shit, dude. I can't keep the last game. I mean, when I used to play like PlayStation 2 and like Madden and like NCAA football, that was about it. And maybe some WWE wrestling or whatever. But my son got me to play some like NBA 2K on the Xbox and Xbox One and stuff like that. Yeah. Dude, everything happens so fast in the screen, and I can't keep up with my eyes. I end up getting sick, dude. And sometimes, like, I feel like I'm going to pass out if I'm watching a video game. Like, they had me playing. They got me playing Call of Duty, right? And I got so fucking pissed because I had I had like a fucking saw, right? That's the gun I had. I was like the heavy gunner.
Right.
And it was a one-on-one thing. We were set up in this area, and you got a map, and you can see where they're at, and the little dot, and you follow them, like, oh, he's there in that direction, which is not fun at all because you can just zoom in on the map and go figure out where they're at.
Yeah.
But it was one-on-one. It was me against my son, and I spotted him, right? And he's like, where you at? I know you're over here someplace. And I'm laying down. I got the guy laid down behind this, like, just weeds. I'm not even, like, behind anything. I have no cover. I'm just hidden. And he's like, up. I see you. And he comes running at me. And I'm just like, and I got the saw, and I'm like, and he pulls out a fucking shield. And he just runs right through this shit. And he runs all the way up to me. And I'm just like, in the video game, concept or whatever, it's at least 60 yards in the video game that he's running towards me, and I'm just like, and I hit him, and he runs up, and he's like, and just stabs me, and fucking my screen turns red. I'm like, this is bullshit. And I threw the controller. I was pissed. I'm like, there's no fucking way you just ran through all that damn lead, and you come up and stab me and kill me with the fucking Swiss Army knife. It's bullshit.
Yeah, that made me mad too.
Oh, I'm pissed. Just pissed. My big thing was back in the day was it Super Nintendo or whatever? Was GoldenEye. Remember GoldenEye on that? I used to play the fuck out of that game.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, the newer stuff now. My boys, they sit up all night and cuss at each other and yell and scream and fucking heal me, you fucker, and shit. Like you hear that shit like 3 o'clock in the morning. You'll hear, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I play a game called 7 Days to Die. It's fun.
They used to play some zombie game.
Yeah, it's a zombie survival game.
Yeah, they played a zombie game. I forget the name of it. There were several of them. I know they had like 2 or 3 different zombie. The same name, but just like part 2, part 3, where you're trapped on like a fucking island full of zombies, and there's witches in it. There's like zombies and witches. I was like, what the fuck? And when I had PlayStation 2, I used to play Medal of Honor. Storm the beaches of Normandy, kill some Nazis.
Yeah.
I
was
go on a secret mission to sniper some Nazis.
I was an EverQuest geek. I played EverQuest and EverQuest 2 for I would say probably close to 15 years. Actually, my character's still there. I just checked it the other day. It's still on their server.
Jay Watt, man. He comes up with some shit. Do you remember, was it called Gauntlet? Back in the 80s, there was a video game where it had 4, like the stand up at the arcade, it had like 4 controllers, and there was like a little dude with a bow and arrow, like an elf or something, and then there was a little dwarf with a fucking hammer or something. Then there was the blonde haired guy that looked like Conan the Barbarian that looked like, carried like a battle axe or something. And I think there was like a Merlin or something. There was like 4 different characters, and it was like an above view looking down, and it was like, yeah, I remember that game. We used to play the hell of that back when we were kids.
Yeah.
Big Doug said, I had a Commodore 64 for games back then as an 80 kid. Oh man,
I had a Commodore 64. I loved
we had a Tandy. I think it was a Tandy T88 or TS80 or something like that. And it had like one game on it, and it was like a little fucking stick figure that shot a bow and arrow across the screen. And you had to get these arrows to land on this like little flat spot or something. We played the shit out of that. Atari was big though, man.
Oh yeah.
Atari 2600, dude. It was like for every birthday or Christmas, you got fucking games for that shit. And everybody like in the family, like my aunt and uncle. My aunt and uncle didn't have no kids. So I was like their spoiled child, you know what I mean? So they always bought me like 2 or 3 fucking video games for the Atari, like every birthday or Christmas.
I made in wood shop a box to hold the 2600 and extra games and the controllers, so I could just pick it up and carry it to whatever room I needed to be hooked up to. I had
Thing probably weighed
multiple.
fucking 90 pounds.
Oh but I was mobile. I could just scoop up and go because I get kicked out of one room and sent to another one, and you had to have that switch box.
Yeah, the switch box.
So you couldn't unhook that and do that. So I had multiples of those. I would just unhook, go to the next TV, plug in, and I was going again.
Dude, I remember for Christmas I got Nintendo, and I got the big fucking gyro, came with the robot and the gun and all that shit. I mean, I'd never even used the robot. We had like 2 fucking games that you use the robot for. Like one was called Gyro or something, and it sucked. But man, we played the hell out of fucking Duck Hunt. I mean, everybody in the family. I mean, we played Duck Hunt for hours. Even my dad played Duck Hunt, man. And he hated video games. But he loved playing Duck Hunt, and it was the video game that the cartridge had Duck Hunt and Hogan's Alley on it. So you could switch to Duck Hunt and then go to Hogan's Alley and do like the turnaround targets with the gangsters and stuff. Hogan's Alley and Duck Hunt. That was good times back then, baby. Good
Yeah.
Remember the Duck Hunt gun, the pistol that was gray and orange.
Yeah.
Well, my little brother was him and my mom were flying. I think they were leaving Cleveland going to Houston, or they were leaving California going to Houston. Somebody was going somewhere, and my little brother, he was probably 10 years old at the time, had his Duck Hunt gun because it was his Nintendo, the Duck Hunt gun, and his carry-on, and that's him.
Oh, they probably thought it was a real fucking gun in the X-ray, didn't they?
Well, no, this was even before TSA was like that. I mean, you get like all the way to the gate. You know what I mean? So they checked him at the gate and went, "Oh, well, you can't take this on there." And it's like, "Well, that's not a real gun." They go, "Well, it doesn't matter." And it was like, "What do you mean it doesn't matter? How does it not matter?" So I just went, "You know what? Here, watch. Boom, boom. It's in the trash can. Get on the plane." Jeez whiz.
Shark. Oh, Game Shark. Oh, shit. I remember the Game Sharks with all the cheat codes and shit. What about Contra, though, man? Everybody knows Contra. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a game, too, man. Be 2 people playing it, be like, hurry the fuck up. Don't leave me behind. Because you got too far. You couldn't go any further because this guy was behind you too much. And then you get killed because you couldn't see who was shooting at you and shit.
You know what? I think the guys are right. This OBS stuff's pretty easy to use.
Yeah.
Do you use this? Have you used it?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, Drew.
What? You don't know what OBS is?
I don't know. Obese people on the internet. What?
No, it's a I don't know. I don't know what the technical term for it is. It's kind of like, okay, see how this thumper overlay underneath my name and the little rabbit to the side, and the ability for me to pop up the screen up there.
Yeah, just the program that you're using.
Yeah. It's just free off the internet, and it was like really easy to create like different overlays and the text, and it was pretty cool.
Well, it's going on 11. I wanted to start early and end early, so we're right around, not quite, 2 hours, but we're pushing that mark. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. We've got 5 people out there. 2 or 3 of them are probably us. So
Right.
I want to thank everybody for showing up. Jay Watt, Big Doug,
Yeah, it was
Gear.
great.
And thank you, Thumper, for coming on. Dish. Like I said,
Anytime. Thank you.
did I say
I'll
Gear? Did I mention Gear? Yeah, have a good one. Gear says have a good one. I know it's early at Gear, but I started early to end early.
Yeah, I'll try to have
thinking
this
I wanna-
better so then I can read some of this text. I just can't see it.
Yeah, I
Little
bought
screen.
some cookie dough off one of the guys at work's daughter for school. I think I'm gonna go up and throw a few of those in the oven and see how those turned out.
There you go.
Is that what they're calling that now?
Little milk and cookies before I go to bed. So yeah,
Is that what they're calling
macadamia. Call them what?
that?
I love macadamia nut cookies. Those are delicious.
Yeah.
I'm just. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're lucky, man. I might let you be graced with my presence again sometime in the future.
I am a very blessed person as lately, and
Yes.
I appreciate it. I give it all to the Lord. Without Him, and nothing is possible.
So it's every weekend we do this, and you're welcome just about any time. I think. I know Mikey said anytime you want to be on his channel on Friday nights, it's fine. And anytime I do one, you're more than welcome. You're gonna get an invite every time. But we're gonna have to get together, even if we had to head up to that indoor range again and just do some indoor stuff or whatever. But with the weather being the way it is, raining and getting cold, I'd rather shoot indoors, I think. But we'll have to get together and do that. And then I'm gonna have to get together with you again on a Wednesday and we'll have some tater skins and hang out with the guys again.
Ohio, Summit County Fairgrounds, I believe the end of October is the gun show there. So that might be a good time to meet up. We'll go there, can do the gun show in the morning, have some breakfast, head up to A&A, shoot out what we bought. And
do you guys still do a table up there?
We haven't. We should. We don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a long story. And I mean, once we get settled down, we get on some type of a cadence, we can talk.
Yeah, not a problem. So, all right. Well, everyone have a great night. And PNASCARs, thanks for showing up too, bud. Thank you. And Big Doug, like I said, we'll get together soon. We have to do that with Big Doug too, man. We got to get together with him and do some shooting. Make him put some more videos up on YouTube. It's been a long time since I've seen a video from him, so he needs to get some content up there for us.
Maybe we can do some content at the show.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next weekend. Have a great night.